महक रहा है मधुबन तुमसे, ओ बाबा मधुबन वाले। महक रहा है मधुबन तुमसे, ओ बाबा मधुबन वाले।
अच्छा, बाप दादा ने सभी जोन को वारिस और माइक, प्रभावशाली माइक, जिनका अनुभव सुन प्रेरणा आ जाए कि हम भी बने, किसी को भी सेटिस्फाई कर सके। सभी जोन लिस्ट भेजना। तो आज बाप दादा ने देखा कि दिल्ली वालों ने लिस्ट भेजी है। बाप दादा मुबारक दे रहे। तो सभी जोन भेजेंगे तो आपको भी रिजल्ट सुनेंगे। कितने वारिस तैयार हुए, चेकिंग करेंगे। ऐसे नहीं कि लिस्ट आई तो मान जाएंगे, गुप्त चेकिंग करेंगे। तो अच्छा, आज में भी मुबारक और बधाइयां मिली। अभी भी बाप दादा एक एक बच्चे का दिल में नाम ले, पदम पदम गुना मुबारक दे रही है। बाप के पास तो सभी बच्चों का चित्र वतन में इमर्ज है। तो बाप दादा ने बच्चों का बर्थडे मनाया और बच्चों ने बाप का बर्थडे मनाया। दोनों को मुबारक। आज शिव जयंती पर आप और बाप के जन्म दिवस का यादगार ये झंडा ले रहे। आप सबका भी झंडा ले रहे। शालिग्राम होना, एक एक शालिग्राम बाप के साथ। जैसे बाप की पूजा होती वैसे शालिग्राम की भी होती। और सभी की निशाने बिंदु लगाते। तो शिवरात्रि पर विशेष बिंदु की महिमा होती। तो आज तो ये झंडा ले रहे, लेकिन वो दिन जल्दी से जल्दी आना है जो सबके बाप के स्नेह का झंडा लहराएगा। आप जो बाप ने इशारा दिया वो करेंगे ना, तो प्रत्यक्षता जल्दी से जल्दी हो, आया कि आया। आपके सामने भी ये दृश्य सभी के मुख से ये आवाज निकले, हमारा बाबा आ गए। अभी आप तीव्र पुरुषार्थ कर ये समय को जल्दी से जल्दी लाना ही, आना ही है, होना ही है और सबको बोलना ही है। अच्छा, आप सभी को बाप दादा विशेष स्नेह का हार पहना रहे। बढ़ते चलो, उड़ते चलो, उड़ाते चलो। अच्छा,
तुमसे ओ अब्बा वो वाले, आवो तीर्थ बना है तुमसे ओ अब्बा वो वाले, महक रहा है मधुबन तुमसे।
ओम शांति। अव्यक्ति परिवार में आपका स्वागत है। आज है दिन 24। सदा अचल अडोल एकरस स्थिति का अनुभव करो। आज का विषय है सी फादर, फॉलो फादर। अव्यक्त इशारे। सदा एक की याद में रहकर एक रस अवस्था बनाओ तो वन और वन में आ जाएंगे। बाहर रहते हुए भी यही पाठ पक्का करो, सी फादर, फॉलो फादर, तो कभी किसी परिस्थिति में डगमग नहीं होंगे। ब्रह्मा बाप के सामने कितनी भी बातें आई, लेकिन बातों को न देख एक बाप को ही देखा, इसलिए नंबर 1 बना। तो फॉलो फादर। स्वमान की पॉइंट है, हिम्मतवान आत्मा जो मैं को भस्म करती है। मैं योग की अग्नि में क्या भस्म कर रही हूँ? मैं देह अभिमान का, मैं अहंकार का, मैं अपमान का, मैं दिल शिकस्त होने वाला मैं। अब केवल एक सच्चा मैं रहता है। मैं एक हिम्मतवान आत्मा हूँ। अभ्यास की पॉइंट है पहली, मैं एक हिम्मतवान आत्मा हूँ। मैं योग की अग्नि में देह अभिमान के मैं को भस्म करती हूँ। दूसरा, मेरी दृष्टि बाबा पर टिकी हुई है। अभी हम मोहिनी दीदी से सुनेंगे।
ओम शांति। ओम शांति। बाबा के महावाक्य जब सुनते हैं ध्यान से तो बहुत क्लियर दृश्य इमर्ज होता है। बाबा ने अभी जो शिव जयंती की मुरली हम रिवाइज कर रहे थे, तो दुनिया में आज का जो दृश्य देख रहे हैं हम, जिसमें मनुष्य का मनुष्य के प्रति, प्रकृति का एक विकराल रूप कहें, एक ऐसा रूप बनता जा रहा है कि सारे विश्व में किसी न किसी प्रकार की हलचल तो है ही। कईयों को डर है, कई लोग बहुत दुखी हैं, कहीं गरीबी है, कहीं अकाल पड़ रहा है। तो वो दृश्य तो हम देख रहे हैं, पर आज बाबा ने कहा उससे हम दूसरा दृश्य इमर्ज करें अपने अंदर। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष होना है, जल्दी होना है और ज़रूर होना है। बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष होना है, जल्दी होना है और ज़रूर होना है। तो बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष करने वाले कौन? कौन प्रत्यक्ष करेगा बाबा को? हम सभी करेंगे ना। आप सभी करेंगे, हाथ नहीं उठा रहा कोई। बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष कौन करेंगे? हम करेंगे ना सभी। तो हमें बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष करने के लिए क्या करना है? क्योंकि बाबा प्रत्यक्ष अगर मेरे द्वारा होना है तो मुझे अपने में क्या करना होगा? मुझे अपने को कैसा करना होगा, वो भी जल्दी। तो कई पूछते हैं आके आजकल क्या पुरुषार्थ करें। तो देखो रोज बाबा यही बताते हैं कि क्या पुरुषार्थ करो। तो आज हमको जो होमवर्क मिल रहा है, पर एक अपने सामने दृश्य रखो। एक तरफ विनाश कैसे हो रहा है और दूसरी तरफ बाबा का कार्य भी स्थापना का संपन्न कैसे हो रहा है। कब क्या नहीं, जल्दी होना है। बाबा की स्थापना के कार्य को शुरू हुए आज 90 वर्ष हो गए, तो समाप्ति की तरफ है ना। तो वो दृश्य भी हम जानते हैं, सुन रहे हैं, पर हमारे अंदर क्या इमर्ज रहे? ये दृश्य, स्थापना का कार्य, बाबा की प्रत्यक्षता, और हम दोनों के हिस्से में हैं, दोनों में ही हैं। स्थापना के कार्य में भी हैं। आज बाबा, आप सभी एक एक बाबा का बच्चा रात दिन क्या कर रहे हैं? स्थापना का कार्य ना। मनसा से, वाणी से, कर्म से नई दुनिया की रचना, नई दुनिया की स्थापना का कार्य, और दूसरा बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष करना। तो हमको दो कार्य हमारी बुद्धि में रहते हैं, एक एक को, हर बच्चे को आज हमने सुना कि जो यंग अपने भाई बहन हैं उन पर थोड़ा ज़्यादा एक्नॉलेज करें, उनको जाने। बहुत लंबी कहानी है, पर मेरे पास आज आसपास जितने भी हैं सब यंग हैं, सब भाई भी बहनें भी, कुमार कुमारी बहुत सारे हैं। और आप में से याद होगा, आप में से कई आई डोंट नो, गया ना, मैं जब गायत्री बहन पहले आई थी तो कितने साल की थी? 21 साल की। 21 बोला? और जब मेरे पास न्यूयॉर्क में सेवा के लिए आई तो 26 साल की थी। अभी वो कितनी हो गई? 65 कुछ नहीं, जो भी है। हमारी कला बहन हमारे पास आई तो सबको मेरे ख्याल से 50 साल ज्ञान में होने वाले हैं, तो सब छोटे ही आए ना। सब बड़े हो रहे हैं, अच्छी तरह बड़े हो रहे हैं, राइट हैंड बन करके चल रहे हैं। तो ऐसे मैं अच्छा एग्जाम्पल हूँ, नहीं? क्या समझते हैं आप? है अच्छा एग्जाम्पल हूँ ना? आज आतम भाई से मिल रही थी। आतम भाई 6 साल के थे जब हमारे साथ मधुबन ट्रेन में, हम इनकी सारी फैमिली, हम सब ट्रेन में बैठ के जाते थे। इतने बड़े डब्बे में दूध ले जाते थे, दही मिलाते थे, सवेरे ताज़ी दही तैयार हो गई, क्योंकि इतनी लंबा सफ़र होता था। तो हर एक बाबा का बच्चा, और अभी भी काफ़ी, सब मैंने देखा, अभी भी कई कन्याएं और भी नई आज 1-2 मिली हैं, और सब 20 साल 21 साल 22 साल के हैं और बढ़ रहे हैं। और उनके लिए तो चाहिए ये, इसलिए मैं हर एक को पूछती हूँ, आपके सेंटर पे आपका वारिस कौन है? सहयोगी तो बहुत है, वारिस कौन है? वारिस का मतलब जो आपका सारा कार्य संभालेंगे। ये नहीं होगा कि कैसे होगा, कौन करेगा। तो बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष करने के लिए जल्दी, इसका मतलब विनाश से पहले, राइट? रोज डर आता है कि आज ये होगा, आज ये होगा, आज ये होगा। तो हमारी भी तो अपनी ऐसा होना चाहिए, परंतु मेरी संपन्नता प्रत्यक्षता से बहुत कनेक्टेड है। मैं हमेशा सोचती हूँ कि आज अगर बाबा के प्रत्यक्ष होना है, पर मैं अगर प्रत्यक्ष होती हूँ, जैसे बाबा कई बार पूछते हैं, खोलूं पर्दा खोलूं, अभी तक तो नहीं तैयार हो रहे हो। तैयार हैं कि पर्दा खोले बाबा? तैयार है? राम प्रकाश भाई कह रहे हैं यस, पर्दा खोले बाबा। हाँ बोलो श्रीन बहन, बोले खोले बाबा, बोलो। नहीं, थोड़ा वेट करें, राइट? वो तब तक फिर विनाश भी वेट करें, क्योंकि अभी तो बिल्कुल ऐसा दिखाई पड़ रहा है कि स्थापना हम कर रहे हैं, और कभी कभी लॉस्ट नहीं हो जाना है हमें कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है दुनिया में, हम क्या कर रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है। वो तो आप क्या करेंगे, साक्षी होके देखना पड़ेगा। हमें क्या करना है वो मत भूलो, उस पर नहीं फोकस करो, लेकिन हमें क्या करना है। कल जो मैंने अचल में हाथ नहीं खड़ा किया, उसका कारण था, थोड़ी देर पहले ही मैंने कुछ ऐसा सुना, तो मुझे 1-2 मिनट के लिए जैसे रियली पॉसिबल है, ऐसा भी कोई कर सकता है, तो हलचल हुई ना वो। फिर आज जब ये बाबा ने इमर्ज कर रहे हैं कि क्या करो और क्या देखो, विनाश कराने के निमित्त भी आत्माएं हैं और स्थापना के कार्य के लिए भी आत्माएं हैं। तो हम सभी स्थापना कार्य के निमित्त में हमें क्या करना है? सी फादर। प्रश्न उठता है कौन सा फादर, ब्रह्मा बाबा कि शिव बाबा? सी फादर एंड फॉलो फादर। तो हम तो बाप दादा कहेंगे ना, सिर्फ बाप तो नहीं कहेंगे। तो शिव बाबा को देखें, फॉलो करें या ब्रह्मा बाबा को? बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कहानी है ये कि कैसे हमको, तो बहुत यही कहते हैं कि हमने तो देखा नहीं ब्रह्मा बाबा को, आप लोगों को तो देखा हुआ है, तो आपको इजी है फॉलो करना, हम कैसे फॉलो करें? बाबा ने कैसे यज्ञ की स्थापना की और कैसे यज्ञ की पालना हो रही है, और हम सभी भी निमित्त हैं। तो बाबा को देखो और बाबा को फॉलो करो। तो उसके लिए भी बाबा क्या कह रहे हैं कि सदा एक की याद। याद तो सभी एक की करते हैं, पर जब बाबा कहता है रिमेंबर मी अलोन, अलोन नहीं है, या कोई व्यक्ति, कभी कोई बात, कभी कोई समस्या, वो हम साथ में लेके जाते हैं बाबा के पास। बाबा इसकी ये थोड़ा ठीक कर दो, ये परिस्थिति ठीक कर दो, थोड़ी मेरी तबीयत को ठीक कर दो, हमेशा। पर आप जाओ, आत्मा हूँ, स्वरूप हूँ, सागर के पास जा रही हूँ, अलोन, एक की याद। थोड़ा आप अटेंशन देंगे ना, तो आपको पता चलेगा कि कितनी बार हम, मैं भी जाती हूँ, साथ में कुछ ले भी जाती हूँ, बड़ा चैष्टोक्ष में। पर क्या करना है? एक की याद, उसकी रिजल्ट क्या होगी? एक रस अवस्था। वो अचल अडोल रहेगा, एक रस रहेगा। जिसको एक की याद होगी, या हम चाहते हैं कि हमारी एक रस अवस्था हो, तो उसका तरीका क्या है? एक की याद। तो बाबा कहते हैं कि एक रस अवस्था बनाओ, तो बाबा कहते हैं कि वन वन और वन में आ जाएंगे। तो बाबा कहते हैं, दादी प्रकाश मणि से हमने पूछा कि आप नंबर वन कैसे बनी? बोला मैं तो नंबर वन ही करती हूँ, जो करना है मैं पहले कर लेती हूँ। मुझे क्लास में आना है, मैं आ गई, कोई आया नहीं था क्लास में, अभी तो कोई आया नहीं, चलो मैं भी वापस चली जाऊँ। कहा मैं बैठ जाती हूँ, कि मैं बैठूंगी तो और भी आएंगे। समझा क्या फ़र्क है? हाँ, हॉल में आते हैं, कोई नहीं है, अरे अभी तो कोई है ही नहीं, चलो मैं भी थोड़ा काम करना है या घूमना फिरना है, करके आती। और दादी कहती है कोई हॉल में नहीं है तो मैं बैठ जाऊं, जैसे मुझे देखे कि एक तो बैठा है, चलो हम भी आए। क्या फ़र्क है देखो। तो इसको कहते हैं वन वन में आ जाएंगे। तो बाहर रहते हुए भी, हाँ, कोई सेंटर्स पे नहीं भी रहते हैं, तो बाहर रहते हुए भी यही पाठ पक्का करो, सी फादर फॉलो फादर। हमारे पास रमेश भाई, उषा बहन थे, ऐसे कई हैं जो प्रवृत्ति में रहते हुए भी समर्पित हैं। न केवल समर्पित हैं, बट हमेशा बाबा को फॉलो करते हैं। हाँ, तो हमारे सामने भी एक युगल बैठे हैं, आत्मा भाई और पूनम बहन, राइट? तो हम आपको भी ऐसे ही देखना चाहते हैं। ठीक है, क्या करते हैं? सी फादर फॉलो फादर। तो बाबा कहते हैं कि कभी किसी परिस्थिति में उससे क्या होगा, किसी भी परिस्थिति में डगमग नहीं होंगे। क्या होगा? ठीक होगा, जरूर होगा। क्या होगा? ऐसा नहीं होता है। बाबा की आप लोगों ने तो आदि देव वगैरह इतनी बातें, बात मत पूछो। एक एक परिस्थिति को आपका वर्णन करें एंड तक भी, जैसे बड़ी बड़ी परिस्थिति है, पर बाबा तो अचल अडोल एकरस। तो बाबा कहते हैं कि ब्रह्मा बाप के सामने कितनी भी बातें आई, लेकिन बाबा बातों को नहीं देखते थे। क्या देखते थे? बाप को ही देखते थे। एक बहुत अच्छा, या बाप मन में रहेगा या बात मन में रहेगी। तो मुझे तो कोई भी बात आती है, बस यही पॉइंट याद आती है कि या बात मन में होगी या बाप, और मुझे बाप चाहिए इस समय। तो 1 मिनट में जैसे बात एक किनारे करके बाबा की याद में, फिर बाबा कहता है चलो मैं संभाल लूँगा, तुमने मुझे याद किया, मैं कर लेता हूँ। करण करावनहार बन जाता है। बड़ा भगवान जो है ना, उसको सहयोगी बनाना बहुत समझ चाहिए उसके लिए। हमने बात को भूला और बाबा ने कहा ठीक है मैं करा लेता हूँ। एक आह्वान ही है ना याद करना। तो बाबा कहते हैं एक बात को देखा, इसलिए क्या हुआ, नंबर 1 बनोगे, बना तो फॉलो फादर करो। ये ब्रह्मा बाबा ने बात को नहीं देखा, बाप को देखा तो नंबर 1 बना, और हमें फॉलो फादर करना है। तो आज मन में ऐसा दृढ़ संकल्प करो कि मुझे बात को नहीं देखना है, मुझे बाप को देखना है। क्योंकि बात को थोड़ी फॉलो करेंगे, बाप को फॉलो करना है। देखना भी बाप को है और फॉलो भी। शिव बाबा सागर है, हम स्वरूप हैं, और ब्रह्मा बाबा नंबर 1 है। हमें भी सबको नंबर 1 बनने का लक्ष्य रखना है। समय थोड़ा है, जैसे बाबा कह रहे हैं ना कि अभी प्रत्यक्षता होगी जल्दी, तो हमें भी तैयार रहना है देखने के लिए भी। मुझे तो आज इतना अच्छा लग रहा है जब अव्यक्त बाप दादा को मैंने सुना, क्योंकि थोड़ा सा दुनिया में जो हालात हो रही हैं, रोज कुछ ना कुछ, तो हमें तो पता है, फिर भी देखो थोड़ा सुनते हैं तो 1-2 मिनट के लिए होता है। पर आज से जो है स्थापना का कार्य, बाबा की प्रत्यक्षता भी दूसरे साइड पर उतनी स्पीड से हो रही है, हमें शायद दिख नहीं रहा है। अब हम उस दृश्य को इमर्ज करें और अपने मन में ये संकल्प करें कि बाबा को देखना है और बाबा को फॉलो करना है। ओम शांति। अभी हम कुछ मिनटों के लिए एक संकल्प लेंगे कि बाबा हमें निमित्त बना के हमें ही बाबा को प्रत्यक्ष करना है। ओम शांति।
अव्यक्त वाणी, तारीख है 25 जून 1977। पवित्रता की संपूर्ण स्टेज। कमज़ोर फाउंडेशन छोटी सी बात में हलचल पैदा कर लेता है। जैसे आजकल की एक रमणीक बात बाप के आगे क्या रखते हैं कि 1977 तक पवित्र रहना था। अब तो ज़्यादा समय पवित्र रहना मुश्किल है, इसलिए बाप के ऊपर बात रखते हुए खुद को निर्दोष बनाकर खुदा को दोषी बना देते हैं। लेकिन पवित्रता ब्राह्मणों का निजी संस्कार है, हद के संस्कार नहीं है। हद की पवित्रता अर्थात एक जन्म तक की पवित्रता हद का संन्यास है। बेहद के सन्यासियों को जन्म जन्मांतर के लिए अपवित्रता का संन्यास है। बाप दादा ने पवित्रता के लिए कब समय की सीमा दी थी क्या? स्लोगन में भी यह लिखते हो कि बाप से सदा काल के लिए पवित्रता सुख शांति का वर्षा लो। समय के आधार पर पवित्र रहना, इसको कौन सी पवित्रता की स्टेज कहेंगे? अच्छा, आगे की मुरली कल सुनेंगे। ओम शांति।
तेरी मीठी मुरली की धुन सुन कर के मन हर्षाए, हो सुन कर के मन हर्षाए।
बाबा तुम्हारी शिक्षाएं सदा है संग हमारे। बाबा तुम्हारी शिक्षाएं सदा है संग हमारे। चलते रहेंगे जीवन भर तेरी श्रीमत के सहारे। चलते रहेंगे जीवन भर तेरी श्रीमत के सहारे। बाबा तुम्हारी शिक्षाएं सदा है संग।
जो करता है देहधारी को याद करके करता है तो कर्म बंधन मुक्त बनाने वाला शिव बाबा है। इस समय विश्व बदलनी है, हम बदलेंगे तो हमारे संकल्प स्मृतियां बदलनी चाहिए। अभी कोई भी संकल्प देहधारियों के लिए नहीं होवे, बाबा के लिए है। तो हम बदलते जाएंगे अंदर, कर्म बंधन हमारे सब टूटते जाएंगे। कोई भी कर्म करती है तो ये संकल्प और स्मृतियां बेहद बाप की तरफ, बेहद घर की तरफ, बेहद राजधानी की तरफ जुड़ी रही, तभी बदल सकती है। अब इसमें अंतर्मुखता तो चाहिए ना। बदलने के टाइम हम अंदर की बात है, बाहर की नहीं है। तो इसमें बाबा तभी कहते हैं एकांत चाहिए, मनन चाहिए, चिंतन चाहिए। अब आके टाइम पूरा हुआ है, अब ना अंतर्मुख होंगे, कब होंगे? इस पुरानी दुनिया से गायब रहना है हमको, गायब। देखते हुए हम देखते नहीं है और दूसरे को भी हम न दिखाई पड़े। हम माना ये शरीर जो है सबको दिखाई पड़ता है, लेकिन हम आत्म की स्थिति में चलेंगे, जाएंगे दफ्तर में, घर में रहेंगे, चाहे बच्चे है, चाहे संबंधी है, चाहे दफ्तर वाले है, चाहे आम मनुष्य है, हमारे शरीर को नहीं देख सकते। हम ही नहीं है शरीर, तो शरीर को कौन देखेगा? हमारी स्मृति में नहीं है, हमारी स्मृति में है लाइट हूं।
बहती प्यार की धार, दृष्टि तेरी है निराली, बहती प्यार की धार, भूल ना सकेंगे बाबा हम तेरा अनुपम प्यार।
Om Shanti. Constantly experience an unshakable, immovable, and constant stage. See the Father and follow the Father. Constantly stay in the remembrance of the One and make your stage constant and stable, and you will come in the period of 111. Even whilst living outside, make this lesson firm. See the Father and follow the Father. Then you will never fluctuate in any situation. No matter how many situations came in front of Father Brahma, he didn't look at the situations, but only looked at the one Father. And that was how he became number one. So, follow the Father. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakt Parivar. Today's day 24. Constantly experience an unshakable, immovable, and constant stage. Today's topic: see the Father and follow the Father. Self-respect point: courageous soul who burns the I. What am I burning in the fire of yoga? The I of body consciousness, the I of ego, the I of insult, the I of being disheartened. Only the one true I remains. I am a courageous soul. Practices. Step 1. I am a courageous soul. I burn the I of body consciousness in the fire of yoga. Step 2. My eyes are on the Father. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. I know we all are together. It's a worldwide Avyakti Parivar. You know, all Baba's children all over the world. We are one family. But at this time we are together in Avyakti Parivar. Baba, through these Avyakti signal, gives us the signal or directions of what effort we should make at present time, what is needed and what we should be doing. And we take it as a homework and we practice, we check ourselves and give direction so that we can move forward and reach our destination, whether stage of perfection or for the service, very much in time, right? So Baba is saying, see the Father and follow the Father. I was, and I am, we all are, but I am just mentioning, are very, very fortunate, each one in our own way. But one thing I will say, that because I saw Brahma Baba in action, Brahma Baba in tapasya, Brahma Baba at Amrit Vela, and closely watched the efforts. So I see Baba, like even now, any situation comes, just Brahma Baba emerges and how he did it, how he managed it. But then on the other side, when, we used to do retreats in Albany for many years, we will have a big pickup truck and put our pots and pan and how many of us, like 100 plus, Ram Prakash and Brother Rick will find a place for us. So we invited one of Dadi Janki will come, or Ratan Mohini Dadi will come. So at that time there were a lot of properties. So Dadi said, I will buy one for you. I said, no, it's too much to take care of. We are 2.5 hours, sometimes 3 hours far from New York. And I keep kind of, it's okay, whenever we need, we will rent the place and then we will go back. But a time came when Dadi was saying, Yagya wanted, there should be something. So I said, okay. They kept looking and finally this property came in auction. It was nationally in auction. It's Italian owners. So everything was little bit higher standard. We are still using dining room chairs, same which they left. There were at least $1 million crockery, plates and trays, good quality, which anyway we couldn't use it, so we gave to the churches. We give everything to the church, which we cannot use it. So we looked at this in auction and we decided, let's come and, see, group of us came in a van. We brought our lunch and pack everything because by the time you reach and go back, it's like whole day. So we came here and it was auction. And auction was in where the Baba's room is. And it was that time very black color, dark. And so we parked the van where near this little hut is. And there were 2-3 cars, different people were there. And some will have to go in the room for auction to bid for it. So they said how much we will. I said, I won't come. I don't like auction. So I will sit in the van. And I was hearing, when they bet 1, 2, 3, it was millions, right? So I was hearing but then I said there has to be a cutoff point from what we could do was up to 2 million. because that's what dadis and they had said, because yagya has to approve and it's big thing like this. First time I think that much investment. So they had said, up to 2. So the property went 2, and then somebody said 2.1. Then someone else said 2.2. So after that we lost because our bid was 2. So they all coming little bit like, oh, what happened? We didn't get. I said, it's good. We still have our money, right? So why are we worried? In a way, I was very light. I said, oh, it's good, Baba, maybe. Because I was kind of internally resistance to so much to do. We don't know. We never managed motels or anything. And here we have, 108 bathrooms to be cleaned. Now we have more. And anyway, so we had a lunch somewhere else and we left. But when I was sitting in the van, because I was tired maybe, so for a few seconds maybe I nodded off and I saw, it's like Madhuban. When you come up, the mountain, the lake. And I said, in USA or in this side of the world, if we have to have something, it has to be this one. This is like what my thoughts were. And I said, okay. But this is what my thought was looking at it. And then we all went back, and I think it was November or something, and October. In January, and this was so beautiful, in this area, colorful trees, colorful. It was like you see it in the movies, very beautiful. So we went back, and in month of January, the owner, we used to call him Mr. A, he called and he said, the party who bid fall because they couldn't get the mortgage, are you all still interested? And I said, we are interested, but you have to give us 100,000 less. Then I will say, okay. He said, yeah, it's all right, take. And this was the first place where Dadi Janki made announcement, Dadi Prakashmani, to everyone, including China, to help, because that day we never thought about mortgages and all that. So some or other, it got approved, we got funds, we got the property. But why I'm sharing this, that one thing I had, we kept Brahma Baba so that the way Yagya began in Madhuban, I didn't see in Karachi, but I saw it in Madhuban. And the way Yagya, everything is done in Yagya, we have to do everything like that. So I always had this Sagar Baba's big image outside, and I used to feel as if he's going around, but it's too much details. But when I came to Baba, we were shown everything. The stock of the coal, stock of the rice, stock of everything Baba used to, and then Dadi Prakashmani, first Brahma Baba, used to show. And I used to think, why I have to see all that? What is my interest in how much rice? But when I came here, I remembered everything what Baba told me, what I saw, what I learned. So following Baba could also be following the way Yagya does everything. It's a long history, but one time, people went far, and so takeaways. So we used to, our big baker, Ram Company, provided us with as much bread we want, as many rolls. He will make hundreds. And For Mother's Day in New York, we had 400 mothers, and he made rolls. We had, what they call it, pav bhaji. We made that because easy to serve and everything. So we will give sandwich to those who have more than 3 hours of journey. So one time when one mother went, she liked the way sandwich, cream cheese and lettuce, they make it very nice for journey. Even when Bridgman Bhai came, he used to love that sandwich. So then one mother, how long your journey is? 2.5. Oh, you cannot get. And I came to know, and I was little bit hurt that this is Baba's, but you could have given, no, why you have to say? And then I told them, everyone, whether you are half an hour, 1 hour, everyone will get a sandwich. And since then we have this, everyone gets takeaway. Whatever that day the takeaway is for everyone. Like this, there are so many things which is done, and I learned from Baba. So follow Father, I thought for me was what he did also, what he was as embodiment, and what was kind of love and generosity and everything was in Yagya, in Brahma Baba, and then in Yagya. And we must follow. So I that kept that aim. And, it's Baba's blessings that place remains full, and then a little child is born next door, right? Which you all will see. It's, okay, so what is seeing Baba and following Baba? So I'm giving some examples that what was Baba's heart, the way Baba thought about children, and okay, so see Baba, see the Father, that is what he is, and follow him into task. How he did, what he did, whether it is opposition, deformation, circumstances, vagary part, whatever. So constantly stay in remembrance of the One. Only one, in the sense of, and really tomorrow when you sit for Amrit Vela, or any time, traffic control, sometimes like even for me, I need to get some answers from Baba. A lot of people call for this, that. So I just make it one time, Baba, these are the 5 things or 6 things, and get answers. Because people want message, okay. And so I do it one time. But sometimes it does, Baba, this soul, needs answer for this. And now they call from India also. Should we do this or not? Should we? This is the right time to get property or not? This is, many little things, but, where they will go. So, but then in the morning, when Brahma Baba was shared, that when Baba wakes up, Baba praised Shiv Baba. Baba, you are purifier. Baba, you are really ocean of love, like from my heart. Baba said, I praise Baba. So I keep my aim that way. But, Baba says, become like me. From day one, I knew I am like Baba. I always say that elephant's child can't be a monkey, right? Whose child I am? God. So I am godly, I am divine. I always had this Even before coming in Gyan, I used to have that feeling I am divine. My origin is from divine. But when I found Baba, I am like Baba. How many of you are like Baba? So whom you are like then? Whose child are you? So you are like Baba. Brahma Baba is angel. We all are angels, but some are little baby angels. Then they become adult, then they become full angel. Never think you cannot become angel. You are not angel. From today, are we angels? Yes. Because we are children of God and angel also, na Brahma Baba. Right? I always tell everyone that elephant child had to be elephant, right? As I said, nobody will say monkey, right? So this deeper within you, change this awareness from today. I had been saying it in Madhuban every day, that I am God's child. I am like Baba. And then internally, because my original self as a soul is like as my father. He is ocean, I am a drop, or I am embodied. In Bhakti they used to say, a drop. Now we don't say drop, we say I am also Sarup. That same image like Baba. Really, there will be such big difference. For me, this is what I believe, and I want you all to believe too. So again, it comes constantly stay, remembrance of one, and make your stage. If you never had that stage, Baba won't ask you. Because we had it, make your stage constant and stable. And you will come to the period of 111. That means, as Baba said, bringing new world, 111. Baba says that even while living outside means not at the center, make this lesson firm of what are we creating? 111. See the Father, follow the Father, then you will never fluctuate in any situation, any and every. We will not fluctuate because something better has to come. Something better has to come. Sometimes we don't like change, but something good has to come. So Baba says you will never fluctuate in any situation, no matter how many situations came in front of Brahma Father. He didn't look at the situation. So what is the method? Don't look at the situations, but only look at one Father. A situation, now what to do? Look at Father. What to do in this situation? The first step is look at the Father, and you will get the answer. Look at the Father. So Baba says that, and what Brahma Baba did, he looked at the Father, and that was how he became number one. So follow Father. 2 steps. Never fluctuate. Don't look at the situation, but look at the Father. Remember only one. It's only when you remember one, you will look at him. No? So it's a very, the best method one can say, but we have to practice it. And I think maybe certain percentage we all are practicing, but now make it more. consistent, firm, and help others also by sharing this method. Because when you share a method, you're giving Baba's introduction to. And that's what is our real service now, how to introduce Baba to everyone. Om Shanti.
So, Didi, I would like to ask you a personal question to start with. And you sometimes use this term, I get hurt. So when the lady, the sister, asked for the sandwich, and she was only 2.5 hours and not 3, and she didn't get the sandwich, you said, I felt hurt. How does a yogi feel hurt? How does a yogi feel being hurt? Like when the lady, the sister who couldn't get that sandwich, and when you heard she couldn't get the sandwich, you said, I felt hurt. What is that feeling?
Yes, Sally. Yes.
My Sally? Is it empathy for her? Is it like you are tuning into the feelings that she is feeling?
Yeah, it's like, this expectations is a big thing, because when your expectation not fulfilled, are you churning and looking at this? You churn with me, no? As I said, you expect something, or empathy, definitely. One of the things which, when I see very young kanyas and young people, as you mentioned, and they are not acknowledged, or very few people can really work with everyone in a way that, for me, everyone's life is important, everyone. And I want to see everyone's life uplifted and moving in the right direction. They can be with us. But a lot of souls, the way they, I don't want to mention things, but somewhere they feel rejected, the younger ones. And I feel this will stay with them all life, because let's say how in Lokik, then Alaukik, the way I am as a child brought up, where parents, older sisters, they always thought that this child should grow nicely. For me, anyone comes to Baba, especially when they want to surrender, they want to live. And, we take it for granted, in the sense of, for me, it's like my younger sister or Baba's child. We are one family. I was telling someone that even in Lokik, two children are very brilliant, one is less. Parents still try to settle them somewhere. I have experienced my sister has 3 boys. So 2 were brilliant, 1 was little less. They still have to see how to settle. So they opened a shop and he's the richest one now. So what I'm saying that for me, this one has come to Baba and also ready to, young ones, ready to belong to, but not received and not treated the way it should be. It definitely, I have to be very detached and still be loving with one who is not doing it, because I also support that one. I don't want to hurt anyone. So that's the whole thing Baba said, don't take sorrow, but don't give sorrow. Quite a high destination, and one does achieve. So now I just, it should be like that. But then I get detached. I will say, do this. If they don't, it's all right. So more, how to balance what is being loving and detached. I think that it does, it's a lot less now, I must say. I don't see that I will never be, which I am aiming at. Because every day you see the scenes of drama where you feel that we can be better in relationship, we can definitely have respect for each other. I always believe when I came to England, first time, and so I will make tea and I will ask everyone around, do you want tea? Do you want? So one sister told me, this is England. I said, then what? You make your tea and drink. This is not where you keep asking. I said, look, I am not going to give up. I am brought up in a way that when I am eating, I want to know if everyone has eaten, even until now. Some sister I ask, have they eaten? They do what they want to do. They eat whenever. I said, no, it's a family. I want to see everyone has come home, everyone has eaten, and I don't want to give up. I want to continue. But then when you don't see that happening, so then gradually you keep giving good wishes, and that one day maybe they will grow and become like what Yagya values are. So I think that's where sometimes I used to get hurt.
Yeah, but I was feeling that I know you come into this retreat with the USA family very much wanting to build relationships at a very deep level. So when I hear you say this word, I get hurt, I know it isn't hurt at the level of how the world would define hurt, but it's a little bit of this detached and loving stage in which before I do or say or think or feel something in my relationship with another, I should be detached and ask, how will that person feel if I express myself in a certain way with them? And if they're going to feel bad about it, then don't do it. If I can give them the sandwich because it's half an hour, the difference, give it to them. But it requires what I think in Raju Bhai's letter to us coming out of the teachers' meeting, of this silence factor. And Monday, the day of silence, pay attention to Amrit Vela, pay attention to the evening meditation, pay attention to silence. But I haven't started doing it as yet. But I know it's at the back of my head. If it comes from Madhuban, and particularly Raju Bhai, because he's taking it a lot of time to put it together, why am I not inspired to do it? And is it because I'm too much in activities? Is it because my intellect is extroverted? Because Dadi Gulzar had told me that Monday is a day for silence because you think too much and you need to put your intellect into silence. Don't do anything with the intellect. And so, how can you inspire us at the deeper level to know the importance of this call from Madhuban at this time for us to get serious about this ask for silence? And what are the different levels to integrate this silence and to treat it with that seriousness?
I think that if center coordinators, instruments, whatever comes from Madhuban, they read themselves and then they read it in the class and make everyone aware. And if it is done by at the main instrument level, automatically, if not everyone, but majority will do it. That's one thing. I think we have to remain connected with Yagya. And one of the way to connect is whatever comes from Madhuban, of any kind, the directions, we must follow them. But second is like, as today I was really feeling whole thing of that we're looking at the time, we're looking at what is happening, but we're not looking at our task in the sense of on one side, what is happening. I myself was kind of very inspired immediately, but we have to look at where we are, what we have to do. And I think more we do it, less there will be also attention there. No, sometimes we talk about it, we feel this could be next, this could be next. Today, cars are being full, but there might, like Air India reduce half of the flights. They canceled half of the flights because they're not full, it's expensive. So, anything can happen any day, isn't it? So I think that if we are focused on my own stage, my effort in our task, and try to see that we all collectively think more of establishment. Like one of the thought, if we can in some way introduce Baba and Baba's inheritance, which everyone can get. So what should be the way? Like tomorrow you have day of service. So I had also some thoughts which I will share tomorrow. So I think that connect with Madhuban is the best way for our life, and we should be. And secondly, as Baba said, now look at your task,
Yeah, but
So maybe some are not seeing the urgency or the need of that,
That's the question. There is an urgency for the need to become more introverted, to go within silence. But what is the inspiration that would make me do it? Today we had a day of silence. But the day of silence was, I think, a noisy day and a day of sound. But what would take us into that depth of silence that Didi used to take us into? Like when she declared a day of silence, I didn't come in the days of Brahma Baba, but I came in the days of Brahma Baba in Karachi. But in the days of Didi, and we don't have a picture of Didi around, but she was the one who used to take us into silence. And when she called for silence, it was like an urgent call to do it, to go within, and you drop everything else and you focus in that. So there was an inspiration that was connected to the call. And I feel that inspiration maybe is lacking and the call is heard, but the bhavana isn't there to answer the call.
Chandramani Dadi just mentioned about introversion. So, like for me, silence, of course, is day of silence, hours and observance. But for me, it's very natural, you know. You have to think about something, think even 20, and then stop it. Then you watch drama and then have good wishes. So, for I think any practice, you will need silence, you know, for deciding something, or I don't know. I find silence for me is so natural that I'm more silent than thinking. Some people are already, but then at the right time, right moment, the way memory works and everything really coming from power of silence. Because when you have thought lots and when you have to speak, you really don't remember, you know, in the sense of it's too many thoughts. And also somewhere this whole feeling of, you know, early morning, now we sit in the rooms, but if we could be outside, you feel so close to universe, you feel so close to nature, and the relationship you create with the whole world, you know, it's not just giving vibrations. And so silence of different timings, and but I feel each one of us should really uh, have balance between sound and the silence, you know. It's sound which comes from silence. Dadi Janki used to say that I am not, I speak a lot, but when I speak, I take everyone in silence. And that means I am in silence. No, one day doctors told us, tell Dadi to speak less. Your lungs are weak, your heart is functioning 30. So we went little bit scared, but because she always say, let doctors say, let doctors say. But I know. Anyway, we told Dadi. She said, do you think I am not in silence? If I am not in silence, I cannot talk that much. Because what she used to say is coming from her insights, coming from her deeper churning, you know. And that is also silence. So I think make the nature of not thinking too much, back and forth from yesterday, from for tomorrow, you know, like during day just I had been realizing that this moment is what I have. And if I am lost in this moment, thinking about past, thinking about I lost the present moment. And I am really so much aware about time these days. This is the moment I can best do, and silence and, you know, everything. So I think if we have urgency or feeling that I am on journey and I cannot miss the exits, I have to take right route and reach in time. I don't know, this morning, this yellow thing, I don't know anything about that. I don't know, all these teachers knew. Yellow path, something was that. Yeah, different kinds of things Dolly Ben was mentioning, and I said, in our generation, if I don't know if they know, all the sisters, what is being said. So we use very simple, to be incorporeal, to be viceless, to be, you know, whatever it is. And so I think what Gayatri Ben is saying, kind of we have to see that silent really is not don't speak. You have to be good in communication, because if you're not communicating, others have to think more, right? One time I went to Dadi Janki and she knew. So somebody said something was not right. So I said, Dadi, this is not right. Still she wanted to find out something. And after 2 hours, she called me. She said, you were right. And why you didn't tell? Because I used 2 hours to do this. I said, Dadi, I told you. You have to just see. So what I'm saying, that somewhere you have to, you know, work on ourselves, that, you know, thinking too much taking wrong direction, thinking that, it doesn't work. A lot of waste of energy. Be silent, be clear, do what you have to do, decide, discern, all the powers will work in a very beautiful way.
This is my last question, and that is connected to protection. You talked today about protection. And as you could hear from the content of yesterday, the session that I actually was part of, creating these guidelines to serve public officials. And you heard about all the concerns that were raised. And, like Baba today saying, give me the list of your mics. And I remember we used to run back home and we used to make the list of the mics, but he warned us that I will check the list. You just can't make a list of people, but you haven't served them and you haven't done these things with them. You have to Baba will verify it. And it used to be so much of courage. There used to be an enthusiasm there, but a courage to do the things that today we are afraid to do. And there's so much caution around now, how we serve, where we serve, who we serve, all of these different precautions. And so for the 90th anniversary, and so we're in the home stretch, which means we are in the countdown of 10 years. And the idea that silence, silence, okay, but this tapasya, this solitude, this going into Baba's remembrance, this going into soul consciousness, and which is the theme that Baba said we should actually be focusing on, experiencing soul consciousness and connecting to the divine, because ultimately what we have to reveal is one Baba. This is my Baba, this is our Baba. And so how do we use this practice that Rajubai is sending to us now daily to remove the subtleties of the fears that perhaps is building up in us and we're being influenced by, that is clouding a capacity to serve with the spiritual dignity and the spiritual courage that Baba wants us to stand up there and serve, but to represent him, and in a way that people are drawn toward a truth that they would have never experienced before.
I think that's what tomorrow we will talk on. Services like, self and then Brahmin family, then contact souls, those who are already in contact, where they are drop off and how we can help. And then, of course, serving more and reaching to the whole world in some way or other. So tomorrow, we will talk about this day. The subject is of service. I also have some ideas, and so we all will share about it and see that there is more inspiration, more courage, and we start making the list, because I remember in New York we used to have heart-to-heart conversation, and there were so many contact souls. We had to stop because numbers were a lot more. So that means we can do it, but we drop off very quickly because of whatever other programs are, or we are busy. So I think Baba is drawing our attention to, self-service, world service. How do we balance that also? And silence is the power which helps you to serve too.
And also tomorrow, could you, before we used to be inspired a lot by what Baba would say, the voice of America. He always would say the voice would come from America. He would say, America, there are two sides of America. One is a superpower because they have, the most armaments, but on the other side, they have the United Nations. There is unity. They've given land for unity. So there is this kind of, these hints he used to give to us to serve the United States. So what is the current inspiration that we should have to serve this country with? It's like the UN, we always say to reaffirm the dignity and worth, faith in the dignity and worth of the human person. That's the inspiration. What's the inspiration tomorrow, you will tell us, that we should have in serving this country based on what Baba says this country will do in terms of his revelations? Could you also add that to your list? And say hello to Baba for us when you go asking him these questions tomorrow in trance. And if you ever need an assistant, put my name.
Yeah, I will do whatever I'm told. Okay. Lovely to have chat. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, thank you. So tomorrow is Sunday and our schedule from Amritwala. This schedule is for Avyakt Parivar Zoom. So Amritwala 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. will connect to Peace Village. Then 6 o'clock meditation will start. 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. Hindi Avyakt Murli. Today we had Sakar Murli, so it's going to be Avyakt Murli. Just note, this is for Zoom. And then meditation will continue 8:45 to 8 will be Bhog offering. Then we'll be connecting to again Peace Village for Hindi and English Murli. So this will be again 8 to 9. In the evening, 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by special meditation. We had been doing since past 2-3 days. 7 to 7:30 p.m. All together with Mohini Didi. Special meditation 7 to 7:30 p.m. Then Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. So now we have our lovely sister, Sister Elizabeth. She will be singing live song, and we will be remembering Baba and taking drishti from Didi. Om Shanti.
Light on the horizon, off starboard bow. Feel the spirit rising, hear the mighty shout. Oh, watch the whole creation turning inside out. He's making his will made known. The time for peace is. Leaders at the table talking about an end to war. We need more than chess moves. We gotta open up the door and let a little sunlight shine on each and every face. In the sunlight of the morning, let them bless the human race, singing we are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors, you and me. Feel the expectation, the song has new meaning. All the world around, everybody's waiting to hear the family shout, oh, of all the nations singing, singing out in harmony. There's a new world in the making. Won't you sing along? Now sing along with me. We are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors, you and me. Shout it from the mountaintop, sail it on the breeze. The only way we're gonna have peace is when we come to see we are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors. We are one, everybody. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors. We are one family. We are too close not to let it be. We are sisters and brothers, a coat of many colors, you and me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.